Hello everyone and welcome back to this wonderful Tuesday here on Taekwondo Step by Step. I'm Andrew. You know, all of us have probably had those situations where somebody has hit us or done something to us and we kind of go to ourselves and kind of curse them under our breath or something like that. And they say that that's kind of not such a bad thing because it releases our stress. In fact, there's a tribe in Papua New Guinea that when they fight against an opponent, they stand behind these huge big shields so that they can't get at each other, and they curse each other from a distance. And that's how they do their warfare, which is kind of a cool thing. Imagine in the world if that were the only way that we ever fought battles. There would be a lot less dead people, wouldn't there? Well, anyway, let's continue now with our patterns. Welcome back, Master Lee.
Hi everyone, I'm Kyuhyun.
Master Lee, I heard that there's a proverb in Korea that goes something like this. The more curses you receive, the longer you'll live.
Yes. Ironically, it means that someone who means ill of you cares enough to curse you. In other words, if the person lacks interest in you, he or she wouldn't bother to curse at all. But no one should go overboard and make derogatory remarks about one's personality. Alright, now let's go into today's session. First, the one-step sparring.
Okay, well you heard that. The next time somebody says something rude to you or curses you or something, then you can take it as them loving you or taking an interest in you, okay? Anyway, let's get into it today. Master Lee, what do you have in store for us today?
Okay, it's time for one-step sparring. Now, when someone attacks you in the face, he has many ways of doing that. For instance, he might make a hook. He might make a hook like this and make an uppercut. Today, we'll practice how to block a straight punch and countering that with your knee. You can use your knee to effectively counter his attack. When the opponent comes after you in the face, you would normally think that you should back off first to block. But don't be too timid toward getting attacked. Sometimes you need to face the attack up front to counter it. In the 준비 stance, you go into the 뒤굽이 stance, extending your left leg forward. Now, as you make the stance, you go into the wind-up at the same time and block his punch with a bakkat 막기, like this. Then, you slide the punching arm away by pulling it to the side. And then you go for the attack by striking the back of the opponent's neck with your hand blade, like this, the back of your neck. You hit it hard. The opponent will be dazed when being struck like this. That's when you follow through by grabbing his shoulders and dragging him down to kick his sternum with your knee. You can also kick his side and other parts of the upper body. Did you get all that? Now follow along as we show you how it's done.
차려! 경례! 좌우양호 경례! 준비! 하! 아! 하! 하!
One more time now.
아! 하! 하! 바로 좌우양호 경례!
Andrew, you got all that, right?
네. 앤드류 씨가 한번 해보겠습니다. 차려! 경례! 좌우양호 경례! 준비! 구령 없이 맞추어 한번 겨루기 시작! 아웃! 아웃!
Okay, that one maybe looks just a little bit difficult, but it's not that difficult at all, really, and it's very effective. So remember that one. Anyway, it's time for us to get into some really good stuff, the free sparring. I know you've all been waiting, so let's get into it, shall we?
All right, it's now time for free sparring. Now, some of you might be eager and looking forward to our sparring sessions, but others might not take interest in it because it's hard to follow. But if you listen to my instructions, I guarantee you'll learn something. I can guarantee that. First of all, when sparring, you need to be good at feinting. And likewise, read the response of the opponent to attack and block effectively. You should lure him toward you. Let's take a look now. Now, I'm standing in an up-pum with my opponent. I'll give a feinting motion like this, and the opponent will naturally back off, right? Anticipating that, you leap forward and kick and then punch. He would back off some more, so you need to tenaciously follow through with your attacks. Tenaciously, like this. This is one way you can alter the stance of your opponent and capitalize on that to attack. Okay, now, in a mapum stance, you lure him to attack. You see, I can attack even without changing my stance. Once again, I lure him to me, and I merely move my left leg back and kick him. After the initial kick, you can use various sequences to follow up your attack. Another likely situation is to feint. Advance and kick your opponent. Like this, you need to be versatile in luring and coordinating an attack on your opponent. Now, let's see the actual demonstration.
차려! 경계! 좌우양! 경계! 준비! 달려! 계속! 달려! 계속! 그만! 달려! 경계! 좌우양! 경계!
Okay, so how are you going? Have you gotten the hang of what we've just gone through? You haven't? Okay, well, I tell you what we'll do is what we've just done, we'll go through one more time so then you can get the hang of it. One more time. By now you're really getting the hang of it, right? I knew you would be. And now it's time for us to go through everything that we've done today, right from beginning, right to the end, in today's point. Well, unfortunately, friends, it's again that time of day when we must say goodbye. But of course, we will leave you with words of wisdom. You know, the words of one of Korea's most famous and successful businesswomen goes something like this. She said that the secret of her success lies in her method of after service. She said she works on the 31-31 system. 31 days after she's sold a product, or 1 month later, she telephones the customer and makes sure that everything is okay. Then 3 months later, she does the same thing. And then 1 year later, at the end of the free service, she does the same thing and checks to make sure everything's okay. That's the secret of her success. Master Lee, what kind of after service do we offer here on Taekwondo Step by Step?
Well, we of course provide motivation to our audiences for their self-improvement every day in our program. I think that's how we contribute.
Okay. Well, That's what we offer you, but that's all we have for you today. We'll see you again tomorrow, okay? Master Lee, thank you so much for teaching us.
Thank you for watching, everyone.
달려! 경례!